Hello all the warrior, this is Roy, welcome to Rena, and today we're gonna do our VZ Uncut version, the side damper part 2, okay? So let's start today's video, let's go. Before we start the video, if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, you can press here for subscribe the channel, and also don't forget to press the bell so every time when we have a new video you will know it right away. Thank you. Okay, so today we're gonna do the side damper. So today I'm gonna show you all the different type of the side damper setup that I know and show you one by one. Okay, so let's start it. Okay, so for this side plate, this is for the AR and this is for the MA, but the same issue as the VZ chassis. You can see here is the gear cover lock. So you can see here, if we put this plates on, it will block the plate, so you'll not be able to install like this unless if you are using the large size wheels. So then you can just probably put like a 3mm, or even, oh no, not even 3mm. That's probably has to be like 5mm spacers. But even though you put it on that, you will have hard time to take the gear covers off. So same thing as the MA one. So if we put over here, you can see also will block this, like to if we want to remove the gear cover. But this, the MA one, basically I would say you cannot using this on the side dampers. But this AR, like we cannot install like this, right? But we can flip over and do on the other side, the top one, and here we can install like this. Okay, so you can place the plates like this. Okay, so this one can still be used. All right. Okay, so this is our basic side damper setup. So it's very simple. We just put the side plate, and then we just put the screws and put the dampers on, and this is like our basic side damper setup. Okay, but later on I will explain the different and what's the benefit for different type of the side damper setup, because later on we will still have some different type of the setup for the side dampers. So I will show you all the side damper setup I know, and then you be able to decide. And also we will have the drop test for all of them, but we will put the drop test all together so you can see which performance you would like to have it. So you can choose from all those video and see what's the difference, so you can decide by yourself, see which one you think works better, then you can go for that one. And also I will explain a little bit about what's the beneficial for this type of the side damper setup and the other type of the side damper setup, but that will be the end in the end of this video. All right, so now this is our basic damper setup, so let's go for the next type. Okay, so here is the second type of the side damper setup. So you can see one side, this one is basically I just using the two O-rings and to tie it together and put the damper between, and on the front and the back using the screws and using the spacers, and then to using the regular nut or even though using the lock nut to tie it. And so when you drop, that will you will balance back the softer impact, like by this vibrations. Okay, it's like what we had at the tail dampers. Okay, like this. And this is the one side, this kind of I did like this, and on the other side I do on the different type way, like different way, is I didn't using the spacer because I try to reduce the weight. So basically on the screws I just using the lock nuts and to plus a bowl cap and the front as well, because the screw is too long, you can see here. So you can choose using the shorter screw. Doesn't have to be like long screws, because I was lazy to change the screws, so I just do like this. And same thing, you can use in the bowl cap and tap the tight the front like this, and you can do like the side dampers like this as well. And of course this one you can reduce the positions. You can put the front, or you can put it like at the center, or you can put it at the back. It depends on which spot that you want to put. And also you can adjust the o-ring. If you want to make it tighter, then you can, you know, just take it and wrap it again, like twist it and wrap it and make it a little bit tighter, and that's all your decision. So you can adjustable for this kind of side damper setup. Okay, so this is the number 2, the second type of the side damper setup. Okay, so now let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so now is the third one of the side damper setup, and this kind of a setup, I think there was a name for this. Is like called boxing setup. And the reason why, because the front, the damper, that part, some people will using, you know, the round one, like the half, like split damper, the round one, like the other half of this one, and so it looks like a boxing glove. So that's why it called like boxing style damper setup. Okay, so this kind of a setup is also pretty easy. So it's usually using this I think I should call it like a wheel lock, something like that, and using 2 of them connected together, and take 1 screws and put with the damper spacer and connect them all together and make it as like a arm, so you'll be able to do as like the damper. Okay, and this one you can see there's a screws and put plastic rollers on top, and to block the damper, block the arm. It makes it not go over it, because otherwise if there's nothing block it, you can go all the way back to here, then not be able to come back. So we need to block it. Okay, so this is the boxing style damper. And also on the other side, this is like what I found, like the way people doing the boxing style, and then I just realized I think might be a better way to do this. So I just not changing a lot, but I just make a little bit idea difference. So it's also a boxing style, but I straight just make the rollers on top by using the 17 millimeters and straight just on top, and take stabilizers on top, so it can also do the job, and we don't need another screws and put on the side to block it. So this one, the 17, the stabilizer is totally big enough to block the arm. Okay, so this is like what I find out, like the way we can also do this kind of a boxing style side damper setup. All right, so this is our third damper setup, and also the drop test I'm also gonna put it later. Okay, so let's check the next one. Okay, so this is our today last side damper setup. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm using the boxing damper, the setup, and on the side, this one, and I basically just modify a little bit and make it as like hanging boxing dampers. So it's basically same idea as the tail damper that we used to have. Like if you know, like there's lots of people using the catcher at the back and to do as the damper, and it's basically same idea. So we have the boxing damper and using the o-ring to tighten it up and to make it, the damper is hanging in the air, so when it's dropped you can be able to soft the impact. And also you don't have to worry about if that's open too much, because we're using the o-ring to tighten it up, right? so you don't have to worry about that part. Okay, and also we will have the drop test for this one, but I can tell you I have already done the drop test for this one, and I also find out there's something interesting, so I'll also put it in the video as well. Just don't miss that video, so then you will see how funny that is. Okay, so after the test, and this is my final decisions about the side damper setup, I would definitely just go for this one, because if you can see in the video later on, then you will probably have the same idea as what I do. Okay, so now let's start with our all type of the drop test video. All right. Okay, so after you see all the drop tests, I'm not sure, do you have the same idea as I do about this the hanging boxing dampers? Because if you can see really clearly on this hanging boxing damper, when I'm doing the drop test, and basically it's not just let go, I'm basically like grab it and force it, throw to the table. If you can see that really clearly in the video. If you didn't see it, you can go back and check it. Okay, and then here we're gonna talk about a little bit about the different type of the damper, what's the beneficial and what's the good, positive and negative. Okay, so the positive, let's say for the basic damper setup, because you can see there's lots of holes, so lots of spot that you can put the damper, so you basically fit most of the body that you are using. So no matter your body is longer, wider, or whatever shape that is, it's always have a hole. It's gonna be fit on your body. Okay, so that's the benefit for the basic setup. And also the basic setup, the performance is pretty good as well, so it's not that bad. And then we're gonna talk about the bridge o-ring setup. For that one, the negative I want to say for that one is you have to put enough weight on that like bridge o-ring damper so it can be able to solve the impact. Then that's the one thing for it. And the other thing is it works pretty good, but the thing is, because you have to remember you have both sides, so the both side, no matter how loose or how tight that is, it has to be even. Like both side has to be like same levels tight or same level loose, because otherwise you'll be one side is tight, one side is loose, and that's not gonna be balanced. And then we talk about the boxing dampers. The boxing damper, you can see here, even though I'm using the one I'm saying, I'm using the Avante body, it can block. Like I'm not be able to install my body unless I cut my body. So that's gonna be one of the issues for it. So that's the reason why I'm using the hanging one. And also this one, the performance is pretty good as well. This is also the reason why I'm choosing this one. Of course, this is my opinion, and if you look at all the drop tests, and please leave your comment and let me know which one the damper setup you think that's gonna be the one you like. Okay, leave your answer at the bottom, or if you have any question, leave your question at the bottom as well. Okay, and last thing, remember I told you about the interesting video I haven't released yet. It's not in the drop test. Okay, So now I'm gonna release right after I talk all this stuff. So now we're gonna be the end of today's video. So next video we're gonna do is the front plates, the front bumper setup. Okay, so this is today's video. If you like this video, don't forget hit the like button. Okay, and then don't forget to check that interesting video. All right, so I will see you next time. Bye bye.